Dear Christians, have you ever asked yourself about good news? What is a good news? And I don't think on a good news if somebody tell you something good, that you hear from somebody something good. No, I'm thinking about good news that coming from Jesus. What is a good news for us Christians? What does it mean for us? If people never thought about that, we know it like a Gospels. We know as a Christians why Jesus came to this earth between us, why he was between us. Because if he never been between us, we wouldn't be saved. We wouldn't have a chance to be saved. Why? Is because only Jesus could save us through his blood resurrection. That's why he came here, to give his life, so his blood clean every single one of us who following him, who accepting him. Without his blood, without his sacrifice, without his resurrection, we wouldn't be able to be saved. And that's something serious to think about. You know? So the good news coming from him, he brought us a good news. That God is the only one who really loves us, who really wants us to be with him in eternal, for the whole eternity. And that's something special because with our lives, how we live, we wouldn't be able to be saved. Each one of us would end in hell. Because it doesn't matter how good you do, only Jesus' blood is able to save us. So the good news in all of that is that he really was on this earth. He walked through this earth. He brought us good news. He brought himself to us. And he let himself to be sacrificed for each one of us. That's really something special. Even Paul says, to somebody who's good, maybe somebody would be willing to sacrifice. But for sinner, no one would be willing to sacrifice. And when I'm looking myself as a wretched sinner, I didn't deserve to be saved. My life, my deeds, myself, me, I'm totally, but God, in full his love, in everything what he is, perfect love, almighty and all-knowing, he knew that we gonna go different way than what he wanted us to go. He knows us because he created us. He knows what we are made of. He knows our shortcomings, our virtues, and everything. And he knows that we're gonna fall every single day, 5 times per day at least. I fall even 10, 15, 25, 38, doesn't matter, 50. And still, that doesn't stop him to give his life for me. He gave me opportunity to have eternal life. But now it's up to us to follow everything what he did, to strive be saved. It's not only, oh, I'm Christian, I'm saved. It's not like that. That doesn't work that way. you know. But Jesus said, take your cross and follow me. Whoever does not take his cross and follow me, he's not worthy of me. So he never promised that something beautiful. He never promised roses and sun. No. He said, they're gonna hate you if you're gonna follow me, because the world hated me before you. They're gonna prosecute you because they prosecute me first. They put me on a cross. He never said that it's gonna be amazingly beautiful. No. He promised a cross. But also he promised, whoever endure until the end will be saved. So this here in this world, that's just a little bit of cross for eternity of love, of blessing, of light, peace, of beauty that we can't comprehend in our heads, that we can't understand. We can't put our mind around all of that beauty in eternity that's ahead of us if we follow Christ and do as he says. And that's a good news. Good news is that after everything, this what we live here, struggles, pain, hurt, everything that is around us, the crown is waiting for us. That we have a place in eternity beside God. Because he said to his disciples, in place of my Father there are plenty of places of space. And if there is none, why would I tell you I'm going to prepare a place for you? But we have to go through sufferings here on this earth. Nothing's perfect, isn't it? We have some good days also. We laugh, we have good time here. It's not that we always suffer, dying by suffer. No. Of course, we have crosses. But after all of this, if we pursue crosses and be with Christ every moment, we're gonna stay with him in the whole eternity. And that's something really, really that we have to pay attention about. So that's a good news. Good news is that we've been saved by Jesus, by his blood, by his mercy, by his love. You know, by his sacrifice, by his passion, we've been saved. By his resurrection. So his resurrection is also a picture for us that we also be like him one day, resurrected with our bodies and with our soul. We also gonna be. So we need to live good news, to spread the good news that we're not left in the darkness of this world, in a hell of this world. Well, what this world brings, everything what this world is bringing is just suffering, death, hate, pain, darkness. Nothing good. Nothing good. That's why Jesus brought his good news, his word to us. And his light, his bread of life. He is the only way, the truth. And we have to follow him. We can't afford to lose him. Because if we lose him, we lose everything. Literally speaking, everything. He said, what's the point if you have everything but you're thrown in a hell? So it means that you don't have everything. You don't have Him. And He is the key for everything. So we have to hold Him like this and to pray that He hold us like that. He always does. But we are the one who is going today here, to tomorrow there, and then a little bit like this, but like this, and then like this a little bit. And that's the problem with us. You know? But good news is that Jesus is always present, always waiting for us. It's never too late to go back to Him. Too late will be when we leave this body. So it means when we die. Then it's too late. But before that, it's not too late. It's not late. Go. I encourage you to go to confession. To go be with Him. To fall on your knees in front of Him. To prostrate yourself in front of Him. To invite Him in your life, to change your life, to change your heart. But be sincere when you're asking those things. And He's gonna do it. Doesn't matter what struggle you are. Whatever is in your life that you're struggling with, doesn't matter about. There is no such big deal for Him that He can't fix. There's no such a big thing for Him. He's almighty. He can do whatever He wants. But He wants us to consent with that, to ask Him. Because He's not a tyrant who's pushing His will. No, but He's giving you a free will. If you want that you invite Him to call Him in your life. You can do. If you don't, He's not gonna push Himself. He's not a tyrant. He's gonna give you a free will. You have a free will. That's why I right now encouraging you to invite Him in your life, to go to Mass, confession, to sit with a priest and talk if you need. But be sincere when you're inviting God in your life. Whatever struggle maybe you have, ask Him to change, to help you change, and He really will. He will do that. Gladly He's gonna do it. And you don't need to be afraid of Him, that He's gonna crush you or something. No, He's really gentle. What more, He's gonna be extremely glad if you do that. Dear Christians, good news we have in our life. Read the Bible. Spread the good news all around yourself. Be the light in this world. We are invited to be. We are invited to be a salt of this world. Spread the good news to everybody. And everything will be much better. God bless you all.